Words can cause a lot of pain, physical, emotional, and mental anguish. Earlier today, I was walking down the hallway. I was just minding my own business. And a person shouts out of nowhere, "Hey, look at that penguin boy. He looks like a penguin." I couldn't respond to that. How was a boy supposed to respond to a comment like that? I just kept walking. I'm just tired. I'm sick of people calling me names. "Well, Herbert, you don't understand. I mean, I'm sure this person who called you a penguin was attempting to compliment you. You see, penguins are excellent swimmers. Perhaps this person was saying, 'Hey, it looks like you have a swimmer's physique. You have an amazing sculpted chest, chiseled abs. You have a body like a goddess, or a god. I'm sorry, more like a Greek statue.' Maybe that's what that person was really trying to communicate with you. Okay, sure, maybe they were trying to compliment me. But how do you explain this? Okay, so I was walking down the hallway once again, just trying to get to class, trying to get to fourth period. I was a little bit late, so I was running. And I was running down the hallway. I ran down the staircase, and someone yelled, 'Hey, you're a piece of shit.' They called me a piece of shit. Again, how was I supposed to respond to that? I just kept running. I went to my fourth period class. I'm tired of this. Fucking tired. I want to fucking kill myself. Herbert. Please, no reason to get all fussied up over this, okay? Now let me tell you. This person that called you a piece of shit must have been Middle Eastern. He must have really meant, 'Hey, you piece of Shiite.' Shiite? I mean, come on. In Middle Eastern country, being a Shiite is a very, 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 very highly spiritual thing. I mean, it's definitely a compliment. If someone calls you a Shiite, you should be happy. You should say to yourself, 'Hey, I'm important. Someone called me a Shiite.' Okay, sure. Maybe it was a compliment. Okay. But the physical harassment, verbal harassment is one thing. But once it starts getting physical, and I get bullied around by people, that's when it crosses the line, and it gets very personal. Okay. Yesterday, I was waiting in lunch line. I just wanted to buy a sandwich and a banana, chocolate milk. And this guy, this big gangster guy from behind me, pushes me with all his might and says, "Watch out, crippled." I got called a crippled. I'm not even very crippled. I just have a small limp in my left leg. Why? Oh, crippled. Well, if this man was African American, as I do think he was, if you considered him a gangster-like person, if he called you a crippled in gangster talk, that pretty much means Crip. And Crip is a gang affiliation, which began in, I believe, East LA. And people spend their whole lives trying to be a Crip. And if someone with the caliber of a gangster, and most likely African American descent, calls you a crippled,
I mean, that's just a fancy way of saying crip. You should be proud and hold your head up high. It's a good thing. And the push from the back, I mean, the physical, if any gangster guy is giving you any sort of physical touching, it's definitely a good thing. They're saying, hey, I got your back. If you need a hand, I'm here for you. That's what a push from any sort of crip-like gangster guy is. So you should definitely be proud of that, and that is a great sign. So, I mean, I really think this talk we had really helped both of us out. And I really think you'll think a lot more positively now, and just have a bucket load of optimism for life. Thanks for coming in. Thanks Herbert.